because their supplies would, get disrupted, oil and gas and other supplies which are coming from the Strait of Hormuz and other countries. So this is the reason that the Chinese are now coming up with CPAC, and they are coming up with, an alternative route, which is going to start from Kashgar, and it is going to end up in Gwadar, Pakistan. And that route is going to provide China a shortest access for their western province of China. So these are some of the initiatives which the Chinese are taking. So Strait of Hormuz is very important choke point between Oman and Iran, and major traffic, like for example cargo ships and others, they pass through this region. So this is very important region, not only for the regional parts, but also for the global economies like China, South Korea, Japan, European countries, India, for example. They are all dependent on the oil supplies from Iraq, Kuwait, Iran, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, UAE, and etc. Then you got another choke points in the Indian Ocean region, as I told you before, like Strait of Malacca, Bab el Mandab. All these choke points are also very important for global energy security. So the Chinese are the most important country in the Indian Ocean region. Why? Because they are the Asian superpower. In Asia, they are the number one economy. They are the number one military in terms of their budget and in terms of their military capabilities overall. So Chinese are present in this region. They are there, number one, to support their economic initiatives like Maritime Belt and Road Initiative, and they are, coming up with, Maritime Silk Route. Previously, they had a land-based Silk Route through which they connected the whole world with them in the 1st century BC. But now, in the modern time, it's a new Silk Route, and it's a Maritime Silk Route, which is part of their BRI project, which is, Belt Road Initiative. It's a $1 trillion project, and they are connecting their economy with the rest of the world. So through Samandar, they are going to connect themselves with the other countries. Okay, now to protect their interest, they need strong army, navy, and that is the reason that the People Liberation Army and Navy in the Indian Ocean region is, very active. They are, assertive, as you have seen in the East Asia, Southeast Asia, on South China Sea issue. But here in this region, they are also very active. Then you have got, as you can see in this slide, the Chinese, military modernization is taking place rapidly, and they are coming up with modern submarines, aircraft carrier, modern fighters, fifth generation aircraft capabilities, nuclear submarines. They are adding up more and more capabilities in coming years. And obviously, the United States of America is superior in terms of, overall capabilities. But when it comes to Asia Pacific, Indo-Pacific, or Indian Ocean region, the Chinese are dominant in this region. As far as India is concerned, China is way ahead of India. Their defense budget is, more than $261 billion, and their military spending is much greater than the Indians. And they have got, huge assets. Like for example, the Chinese have got more than 300 nuclear warheads, whereas the Indians have got only 150 or 160. Along with that, the Chinese submarines, their nuclear submarines and their conventional submarines are much greater than the Indian submarines, which are only 16. And the Chinese, they have got, more than 76 submarines, conventional and nuclear submarines. Other than that, they have got their overall military assets, their overall naval assets. They are much greater than the Indians. So India is nowhere, you can say, in competition or nowhere in comparison with China. So China is dominant in the Indian Ocean region. And in the coming slides, I would let you know that about the US and China military power. Of course, United States of America is no doubt a very powerful country in the world. They possess more than 6,000 nuclear warheads. So in terms of quality, in terms of, quantity, and in terms of, overall connectivity, United States of America is the number one military. But when it comes to the Asia Pacific region or Indian Ocean region, here in this region, the Chinese are very dominant. Like for example, the United States of America got 7th fleet only in this region, which is deployed in Okinawa, Japan, which I think we discussed in the previous lecture. But when you discuss the Chinese military prowess in this region, that is much greater than the US capabilities. And I told you before, about the DF-21 missile of China. which is anti-ship missile.